Hello and welcome to Nya Vision. Today I'm back with another question that I just asked with someone in my inbox. He say, yes, South Africa betrayed Russia and BRICS, and if that, why and how? So allow me to answer this question according to my analysis, according to what I know and according to what I believe. Right, what South Africa has done recently that looks like a shift. On 3 December 2025, South Africa voted in favor of United Nations General Assembly UNGA resolution demanding that Russia immediately, safely and unconditionally return all Ukrainian children allegedly abducted during the war. The vote marks a clear departure from unfight stance of several BRICS members, making South Africa among the few bloc countries to back the resolution, a move many as breaking ranks. Some commentators interpret this as a shift from bloc-based solidarity towards a values-oriented foreign policy stance, putting human rights, children's rights ahead of strict geopolitical alignment. Why many see it as a betrayal of Russia, BRICS. Historically, South Africa has maintained a close strategic partnership with Russia through military, economic and diplomatic ties since its joining of BRICS in 2010. By voting for the resolution, South Africa appears to abandon the implicit solidarity that binds BRICS members, especially towards Russia. Critics argue this undermines BRICS cohesion and trust among its members. For some, the move signals a deeper reorientation of South African foreign policy away from being bloc-centered and towards joining wider global norm led by the West. What South Africa officially says and what this means. The government argues that its long-standing foreign policy principle remain non-alignment. They claim that even though South Africa calls Russia a valued friend and ally, it does not see any country automatically as an enemy. They say their non-alignment approach allows engagement with both Russia and countries like Ukraine. Officials emphasize that decisions like the UN vote reflect commitments to international law, human rights, and the norms of the global community, rather than representing an ideological shift against Russia per se. At the same time, South Africa continues some cooperation with Russia. For instance, its deputy president recently said SA want to increase trade with Russia, especially in energy, mining, agriculture, etc. Where this leaves things betrayal or recalibration perspectives from Russia, BRICS loyalties, and the conclusion. The UN vote is a betrayal. South Africa has abandoned bloc solidarity and sided with a Western-led resolution condemning Russia, undermining trust. From human rights, international law-oriented views, the vote reflects moral leadership. South Africa prioritized protection of Ukraine children over geopolitical alliances, showing that BRICS membership doesn't mean unconditional loyalty. From Pretoria's office standpoint, this is not a betrayal, but a principled exercise of non-aligned and independent diplomatic balancing past alliances with current human rights obligation and global trends. So, ladies and gentlemen, my take on this one. South Africa's recent UN vote does a mark significant break from the kind of near automatic bloc solidarity that many expected from a BRICS members with historic ties to Russia. In that sense, Yes, one can very reasonable argue it has betrayed Russia and weakened BRICS unity if you judge primarily by alliance loyalty, but it's more accurate to view it as an recalibration, not a total pivot. Pretoria seems to be carrying to balance multiple goals, standing for international law and human rights while representing ties with Russia and other partners in a complex geopolitical movement. Perhaps the country is trying to have it both ways. This is my analysis and this is my answer on the question that did South Africa just betray Russia and blocks? Ladies and gentlemen, if it's your first time here, consider subscribing, follow, so that I'll give you more and more updates, more videos like this every day. As for today, my name is Kulient and I rest my case.